This is probably one of the simplest, most easy decks that you can take to Legend right now. Ramp Druid is still running wild, but I think I finally cracked a deck that can farm not only this deck, but a lot of other decks that you will see on your Legend climb. So go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel in order to let me know that you are ready to play Spotlight Bait Paladin. And the reason why I called this Bait Paladin to begin with is because when I saw this deck, I didn't believe in it. I literally queued up a stream with no intention of, first of all, hitting Legend, as well as no intention of making a video covering this deck, but it simply just slayed, and it killed almost every single Druid that I went up against when I started playing this deck, to where I had a 14-5 record on my very first 19, almost 20 games with this deck, and I pretty much grinded from Diamond 10 all the way to Legend with almost no problem whatsoever. I literally had, like I said, I had no intention of trying to make this into a video because I thought that this deck was just a little bit of bait, so I named it Bait Paladin, but as it turns out, the reason why this deck is extremely good, and it may seem like there might be a little bit of something weird going on here, but the reason why it's good is because of how sticky your minions are and how you really just need one minion to stick in order to pressure a ton of damage. So what exactly is this deck trying to do? Well, it is pretty much just trying to play all your Divine Shield minions, because if you look very quickly at the list, you will notice that there's only one neutral card in this entire deck. So the question is, why are we running one neutral card instead of putting in a few pure Paladin cards in order to have a little bit more consistency with cards like the Countess, or maybe even running the Kim Wexler card? The reason why is because the only thing you care about is having Divine Shield minions, so that way you can get value from your Spotlight. One of the best curves that you can possibly have is one drop of Divine Shield into Spotlight for a 5/5 on turn 2, and then you can immediately play a Seal of Blood on turn 3 in order to give yourself an 8/8 with Divine Shield on that. You can use this on the 5/5. You can get an 8/8 with Divine Shield, smack face as early as turn 3. That just simply wins games in a lot of situations, especially against Druid, because if you play a 1-drop and they don't immediately play Hero Power in order to get rid of that Divine Shield, then you have a lot of value coming your way, because most Druids are probably just going to forge the Embrace of Nature, case in point. There's a lot of things that people don't want to do, and playing your Hero Power on 2 is usually not recommended unless they know exactly what this deck is capable of, and a lot of people are still unfamiliar with this deck to the point where I wanted to show stats on this deck at HS Replay, but there haven't been enough games with this yet, so I can't pull up any statistics as of right now. But in the situations where you don't have the perfect 1-2-3 curve, you still have Boogie down on 3 in order to pull minions from your deck, in order to make, big minions with Seal of Blood. And one thing that's also really important is Keeper Strength. I love the fact that I revealed this card, and now it is finally finding a way to be good, and other Paladin decks are also utilizing this card. So Keeper Strength is just a 5 out of 5 card, because it will see play in a lot of archetypes. It's just depending on whether or not Paladin is, well, powerful at that point or not. But the real power of this deck as well is Order in the Court, giving you the Garden's Grace after you have played a bunch of holy cards. And this is something that we've been seeing in a lot of decks as is, because if you play Garden's Grace into Garden's Grace, that is essentially a 10/10 buff with Divine Shield, and it's really easy to do that, because as long as you're able to play the first Garden's Grace, then you would have spent all of that mana in order to make the second one cost 0 every single time. So the real key of this deck is to try and find like the perfect curve to where like you have 1-drop into like Hand of Doll into Boogie down, and then maybe if you have coin, you can play Hammer of Wrath, or actually you can play Order in the Court and then play Hammer of Wrath in order to draw both of your Garden's Graces, to where that next turn, as long as you have like another card or you have the mana to spend the Garden's Grace, then you can easily give any minion on the field a +10/+10. And then on top of that, there's also ways of being able to play Keeper Strength as like a legitimate board clear against like some other aggro decks or other decks that are threatening you, or sometimes you just need to make room and give yourself a buff as well. So this deck has a lot of sustaining power, but just in case all of that wasn't enough, you still have Horn of the Windlord as well as Feast and Famine and for Kel'Thalas in order to give you insane weapon potential and just ending the game that way. And I'm honestly still not a fan of this card and this interaction entirely, just because I don't like Wind Fury weapons completely ruling the meta like they kind of are right now. But if you are looking for an easy deck that's honestly not that expensive and can beat the main meta decks right now, then I would highly recommend playing this Spotlight Paladin. And just to prove how powerful this deck is, I have my my Diamond 3 to to legend grind, which I think I had one loss on the way to, which we just excluded that clip because my losses don't exist, by the way. But we excluded that game, so I think there are 7 games coming up, and they all played fairly differently. Like, it's not just about getting the 1, 2, 3 curve every single time, although Boogie Down is a card you absolutely want to keep in your mulligan every single time because this card is just super powerful. But keep your Boogie Down. I usually keep Spotlight even if I don't have a Divine Shield minion because I'm most likely going to draw that. But keep your Divine Shield minions. Keep Hand of a Doll. You can keep Katori in some instances, but you don't just automatically keep it every single time. Keep your Spotlights and keep your Boogie Downs if you want to have one of the simplest legend grinds that you can possibly ask for right now. And don't forget, if you do enjoy this kind of content, feel free to like this video and subscribe to the YouTube channel to be notified about any of our future updates. We also have a Patreon in case you guys want to support the channel and get extra perks for doing such. So huge shout out to Muck Life Marshall, Will, Kevin Resnick, as well as Richard Williamson for being patrons over at the Horde. Because you can get special deck optimizations, you can get coaching sessions, as well as sponsoring your own video if you would like me to make any kind of video that's mostly about Hearthstone, but I can do some other stuff as well. But all that information is all in the Patreon down below. And in case you guys don't want to do that, there's also merch available, so that way you can support the Horde as well as getting a badass shirt in the process. But I want to give a huge thank you to our patrons because the more patrons that we get, the more likely that we're going to be able to continue doing full-time content creation because Patreon is actually paying a little bit more money than YouTube at the moment. So that's kind of whack to be saying out loud. Thank you so much for making it to the end of this deck intro, and we'll see you for the next video. My opponents don't win, I lose. There's a difference. When I lose, my opponent doesn't win. It's like sinking the 8-ball in pool. Like, they'll technically not lose, but they won't win. It's a big difference.
Your time grows short.
That was pretty dumb, though. I haven't gotten comboed by Sif in a minute. All right, so I'm not keeping the 1-drop. It may be crazy. It may be crazy, but I got my Click Clocker and the Spotlight combo now. Only reason why I didn't keep it is because Boogie Down is more important. You mean your opponents didn't win? They merely failed to lose? Exactly. Exactly. They didn't get the W. It's like sinking the 8-ball in pool. You don't win, your opponent just loses. Win in Rage Warrior, my man? I actually was playing some in Rage Warrior earlier. I thought it was, it's pretty good. It's still up in the air what the best 30 is. Because it seems like no one is agreeing on the best 30 as of right now. But how about instead of that, I do turn 3, 8/8 with Divine Shield. How does that sound? Does that sound a little bit better? Because check this out. I swear to God, if you coin Reverb, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. But Seal of Blood on this, go Unga Bunga? I've only done this once in 12 games. But man, is it funny. But what do you guys think is the best version of Enrage Warrior right now? I'm seeing so many different Enrage Warrior lists. It's like not even funny how many different lists I'm seeing. Going all in. Next turn, I can Spotlight the Spotlight. We've reached maximum Spotlight potential, bro. And now even with a Reverb, you also have to have a 1-drop. Ties of Spotlight.
Arcane arrows fill the sky.
Yo. 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 I mean, it's probably not nuts, but just the fact that Mage has its arcane spells with +1 spell damage, that is terrifying. Legitimately terrifying. But I'm still just gonna do this and go wide. I mean, I got an 8/8 hitting him in the face, man. This thing has dealt 16 damage now. You have to have, like, Reverb into something, and now, like, because of this, you can't even just, like, trade into it with Reverb. Mechie Boy doesn't get there. In fact, there have been, like, no spell schools played. This is just dunzo. And that last game, we were super close to win, but now we actually got it. We good?
Checkmate.
Checkmate. Good. Unga Bunga, this deck goes. Okay, I can prove to you guys how good this deck is against Druid. So I want 1-drop Spotlight. I will not keep Order in the Court.
I cannot do that.
How do you get the 11-star bonus? By being in the top MMR. Usually you have to be top 1,000 to guarantee it. But sometimes if you're top 1,500, you can get it. It just depends on how many people on the server. I don't know exactly what the percent is, but the estimation is that it's top 10%. Yeah, or it's around top 10. Maybe not exactly top 10%. But if you're in top 10% of Legend, which you can easily calculate by going to the leaderboards, then yeah, that's what you can usually tell. But I'm always such a pro gamer, bro. I cannot be stopped. Alright, trading the spotlight maybe would have been good, but against Druid, as long as I get it by turn 3, I'm happy. Oh my god, it's Tree Ants? Okay, I have to do this. I'm not happy that I'm doing this, but I'm playing a River Croc. River Croc me, dude. He's so high. I'm gonna give you some of my good time. Well, that's annoying. Imagine if I had a 1-drop right now. Speaking of, where are my 1-drops? I can find Boogie Down, can't I? Yo, J Groom, good to have you here, man. Welcome, welcome. Hope you're gonna get in the groove of today's boogie beats. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. Hope you're having a good one, dude. Sorry for that bad joke. I'll do better next time. Keeper strength with this is just gonna clear. Oh, he's gonna hear a power. Okay, smart cookie. Smart gamer. Can't get mad at that. There's my Seal of Blood. Oh, come on. I think I'm gonna trade this to try and find Boogie Down. But if I don't hit it, this is gonna suck. Okay, it sucks. Could just done this into this, but then it just would have gotten traded. I do just have a weapon into like this though.
Reporting for duty.
Well, that's rough. Keeper's strength, I don't think is gonna be able to deal with a drum circle turn.
Ladies blossom.
Yeah, this hand is just bad, and he also kind of has the nuts right now.
A red sun rises.
It sucks to have to use the AoE this way, but it's like I just gotta go. The biggest thing that I need him to avoid is Innervate or playing
We all
well, I guess he's not gonna play Lifebinder. Oh, come on! What? We're playing Flower Child. You know what this means? I have to get lucky and find the other Gravekeeper strength. Or the other Keeper's strength. Like, imagine I do this, go hard. I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet. I see the lines.
Will be purged.
Imagine if I top deck Keeper strength, I win game. It's a 1 in 20, but it's still a possible out. Also, there's the possibility that he just straight up missed the drum circle, right? Because he had double cultivation. Imagine that. I get 2 chances to draw it. Oh yeah, because I handed out a doll, you're right. So 1 in 19 or 1 in 18 or 1 in 20 into 1 in 19. Let's hope this works. Let's hope. Suddenly wrecked. Oh no. I don't like the timing of that follow. Because I don't want to get suddenly wrecked. Or maybe it's from my opponent who's about to get suddenly wrecked. Maybe not Drum Druid. I don't know what other deck would be running Disciple of Aranar, Summer Flower Child, as well as the Tree Ant cards. This has to be Drum Circle.
Time waits for no one.
It has to be. Oh my god, he missed! He missed! Y'all thought we were dead. Y'all thought we were dead. It turns out you are the guys who died. You all owe me an apology. Okay, you all owe me an apology. Dare you? How dare you think I was gonna lose that game? What do you think I am, a bad gamer? An unprofessional e-athlete? The worst gamer you've ever seen? I'm the best gamer you've ever seen. This deck actually feels like it's insane.
Versus Jaina.
All you need to do is just hit the curve, and if you hit the curve, then a booyah!
I'm sorry, Jaina.
Booyah, Boogie Down. Okay, sous chef. Dead. Yeah, there we go. Dead opponent. Ah, you didn't specify what dead meant. All right, I'll let that slide, but only because I'm a kind gamer as well. In order to be a pro gamer, sometimes you also got to be the kind gamer, and you can't let things like ego get to you. What are the odds that he just hero powers this away?
I think I'm still gonna do it.
Over here.
Because I like the idea of doing this into coin, Hand of a Doll, and then playing Boogie Down.
Bask in my radiance.
Some, for me, GG re-win. Is Enraged Warrior strong right now? It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I'm still confused on what exactly is the best list to be playing right now. But it is definitely really strong. Okay, actually it is just this.
A red sun rises.
Make it a little bit harder for him to get a full clear. Like, there's a lot of Enraged Warrior lists running around right now, but I'm wondering if you just cut Ramornia. I still think that Ogra's nuts, but I literally saw an Enraged Warrior list that does not play Anima Extractors. And that is crazy, to say the least, in my opinion. That is absolutely nutty that that's what some people are getting away with. If I make a 4/4... Yeah, I know, right? Like, it's just interesting. Like, what the hell? Like, Enraged Warrior's gone throughout so many changes, and it used to, like, not even get played. So, Hand of a Doll. Make this into a 3/2. He's got this and a bolt. He's got 2 bolts.
Repent.
Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Imagine playing Anima Extractor and not in Enraged Warrior, or playing Enraged Warrior without Anima Extractor. It's freaking nuts. But somebody ended up hitting, like, I don't even know what rank legend. Let me pull it up real quick as I go into the darkness. Yeah, this guy hit rank 89 with a 28 and 21 record. Eggs, no Anima Extractor, 1 Instrument Tech, 1 Acolyte of Pain, 1 Roaring Applause. I think this deck can't do late game plan with hand buff, since anyone can swing my board with Yogg. Focusing on Ghoul OTK seems better. And it kind of makes sense. Played Hand of a Doll, I've played Boogie Down. That's 5. I have to wait one more turn before I pop off with Order in the Court. Because I can Order in the Court into Hammer of Wrath, and as long as I have a board, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to give all my minions Divine Shield, and I'm going to just go face. I love seeing, Slam seeing play. Enraged Warrior strong. Yeah, why is everyone talking about Enraged Warrior, though? Because, like, a lot of people in this chat have been talking about how good the deck seems. Also, am I just going to get Mechie Boy'd? Please don't Mechie Boy me. I can't handle it. I can't emotionally handle this right now. I think I might be getting Mechie Boy'd. Okay. No Mechie Boy? You can still clear with... Oh my god, he's not clearing it. He left 1 minion alive. That was a mistake. This guy doesn't even know. This guy doesn't even realize how bad it is to leave up 1 minion. Clark HELLSCREAM, why is Click Clocker in this deck as the only neutral? This is why. This is why, because Divine Shield minions are sticky. You have a Spotlight in the deck for even more synergies. This is why it's in the deck. Just trust. Who cares about Countess? You're never going to make it to turn 7. You're never going to make it to turn 7, so why even bother? And even if he does find some miracle way of killing this with reverb ping into... No. 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 What? 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 Are you serious? You can't be serious. He's actually serious. You want the deck code? There's the deck code. No. No. No, 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 no. I totally jinxed that one, bro. I mean, you're not wrong, but I don't want to admit that you're right, so I'm just going to say you're wrong, because my ego can't take it. Mage still lose. Never underestimate the power of mages. But I think now at 2 mana, okay, he's still dead. Okay, I overreacted. I lost to 50-50. Lost the coin flip. We always lose the coin flip at twitch.tv/ClarkHELLSCREAM, but we don't lose the game. Fatty dolphin? I can confidently say I've never seen a fat dolphin. They're always so slim and lean, because they're always working out. It'd be an anomaly to see a fat dolphin. But I guess there's fat dolphins as in the football players. How's the Hunter matchup? Feels fine. In all honesty. Okay, double 10. Ooh. I have to trade this as much as I don't want to.
Holy light.
We'll figure out how good this matchup is, but then again, just having double Garden's Grace really sucks. Oh, you... Okay, 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 stop that.
Reporting for duty.
If he lets this live, it might be good. If he just goes Unga Bunga face. Okay, he's going Unga Bunga face. I need to hit Keeper Strength, though. Oh my god. All I needed was a 1-drop, and we would have been fine. That's usually how these matchups go. Maybe he trades like a moron. I don't know. But I have to do this and hope for Keeper Strength, because if I do this, he just trades here and then just keeps the board. Ricochet shot? Really? Okay. So it didn't matter. Yep, I literally lost this game on the mulligan. That was not fun. The illusion of a chance. Oh, it's not hidden meaning? This didn't just stabilize, did it?
Struggle.
What?
Repent. Repent.
All's well that sun wells.
Repent.
Did we just turn this around? I almost don't want to play this, because I feel like I could die somehow.
A red sun rising.
But for 5 mana, he can't deal 9. He can deal 7, but not 9. Yeah, it was just good that I had that there to soak up the damage. Holy crap, dude!
I concede.
No, playing it was actually correct. Playing it was 100% correct. How do I die? The only way that I die is like Celestial Shot into double Arcane Shot. Alright, okay, Rogue, this matchup probably just comes down to Destruction Concoctions. So I'm definitely going to keep the Sous Chef just because it's a 1-drop, but I really want to find a Divine Shield card. I have been keeping Spotlight every single time, and honestly, it hasn't been that fruitful as much as I'd like it to be.
Need a bit more spice over here.
See you on the dark side of the moon.
Symptoms.
Okay, I can cactor. Very khaki gamer here. Ooh.
Too spicy.
Okay. Alrighty. Let's go. Now I got my turn 3, 7-8, or 7-6, technically. Into Keeper Strength. This guy's playing Weapon on 2. This is being handed to me almost.
A red sun rising.
Raise your hand if you were expecting to see Spotlight on Twitch.tv Hearthstone streams today. Because all of you are liars if you have your hands up right now.
You'll blow my car.
Oh my god, really? It's just secrets? This can work out really well then.
A red sun rising.
Giving him card draw is a little bit but I literally have Keeper Strength into Horn of the Wind Lord. And we are going so wide now. The 3/4 is, okay, kind of annoying, but then at the same time, that means it's not Perjury. Perjury is a lot more annoying. Dude, this was like the fastest climb that I've ever had. What the hell? This deck might be legit. I don't even know like what legend I'm gonna get queued into. But there might be a possibility I get like top 500. So Keeper Strength, go Unga Bunga, see what happens then. There's no concoctions.
To battle.
So we do it this way just because we don't really care about losing the Divine Shields.
Repent.
And it's harder for him to deal with a 7/7. And now I could just like play the weapon and hopefully just win as long as a minion survives. Because if I would have done it this way, I would have also damaged my 5/5, right? Like the taunt's still in the way. He doesn't have like a way of hitting this with like a bone or something. This gives me a lot of game. A random card? That better be a really good random card.
Unleash a new way.
Oh my god, he actually stopped me. Dude, if that's actually barrier, I'm scared. No way. No way it's barrier, right?
Will be purged.
Okay, sweet.
will be first.
Come on, baby. No random armor. I guess there's the forge card, technically. That could beat me. But he doesn't have it! Woo! One more game. One more game.
Run.
As long as I hit ledge with a 70%, man, that's all that I need. But come on.
I cannot do that.
How is it not gonna let me just have it? How am I just not gonna have it? Shadow Priest? Wait, what? Shadow Priest. I can't play this on 2. Or can't I?
Don't keep your thoughts
Because think about it. Do this on 2. Boogie down on 3. There's no way that I can do it. It's just way too soon. It makes you fume even harder when you lose to them. Yep. Somehow the goddamn RNG is always part of it. I mean, it's not even about the RNG. It's just the fact... I mean, well, it is the RNG, but... It's the fact that they get everything they could possibly ask for. Because, like, the fact that he literally found Ice Barrier from the sculpture, like, that is just nuts. That it's, like, actually just insane that he found that. Mind Shear. I have to worry about, like, killing myself if I go too hard with the Seal of Blood. Probably just have to boogie down here. Oh my... Oh. Maybe I have to boogie down still? Yeah, because I get taunts from it, and they also have... Oh, they all have Divine Shield.
But we fight. Bloody day.
Okay. I kind of have to watch my life total here.
Our story, tragic.
Glory.
Our redemption, divine.
So this is where Keeper's Strength could be really good. I'm gonna Keeper's Strength on the 5/4. This is probably gonna end up dying. I really don't care about this buffing cards right now. If he just plays the Necromancer, that's also bad. I think we got this. The biggest card that I have to play around is the deal 4 AoE. So as long as I'm surviving that. The egg is also kind of really annoying. I played Boogie Down. That's the only spell. There also is just do it to this instead and get rid of all of these. I could still hit him for 8, but then suddenly the double AoE is actually a problem. But if I do Keeper's Strength on this, then these minions still survive. Fuck, I didn't just get checkmated here, did I? The Divine Shield is really carrying. I get, yeah, the AoE is actually not good enough. The AoE is not good enough. You're right, Sunsetter. Because, like, with this, I could put him at 1, and then I just, like, win the game. And I think if I top deck Garden's Grace and this minion survives, I can immediately draw the other one and just win the game because of that. Another game where I'm going to be, like, 2 damage off lethal. Okay. Is he going to do the deal 5? If he does deal 5, then...
Not be a mercy for you.
Is that a problem? Wait a minute. That's legend. That's legend. Where am I? Where am I? I'm gonna guess above top 500. 560. Okay, I can do a 562 on the first week. Ah, let's go. Let's go. 14-5 with Spotlight Paladin. There you go. There you go. Apparently this is a real deck. This was such a easy climb to legend. I mean, 11-star bonus really did the carrying, but apparently I could play Spotlight Paladin and actually recommend it to people.